Up to 1,800 metres for race number 3. It's a Class 3 contest as well, headed by Bigwood. Beaten a nose over this trip by Rule V at Happy Valley last time out, but already a winner here in Hong Kong. As is Ho Ho Khan, won course and distance last time out. Famous Warrior behind Ho Ho Khan last time out. Behind Bigwood the start before. Amazing Satchmo, last start winner here over the 1,600 metres. Happy Dragon, run up at Happy Valley behind Green Light. Zilong also behind Ho Ho Khan last time out. Ho Ho Feel, won over the 2,000 back in October. And Amazing Agility goes up in class. He's a two-time winner, but both those wins have been over the 1,600 metres. Now, Famous Warrior, Ho Ho Feel and Remarkable, who comes off the all-weather, have all been on the road. Back from Chung Fa on the 3rd and the 29th.
Doesn't look to be a huge amount of known pace in the race, Andrew. Famous Warrior is the interesting runner. Should he step well, I think he can roll forward, potentially take the lead from Tianchi Monster, who might be up there. Bigwood, from a good barrier, might be a little closer in the run as he was last start. Maybe there's a surprise from back in the field because of the lack of noted speed runners in the race, but it's a long run down the back stretch, potentially a slowish type of speed here.
Last start winner, Ho Ho Khan. He's improved since that win too. It was a good win from him, and his track work suggests he's thriving at the moment. A good piece down the back straight here with Vincent Ho aboard, and he'll take them out on race day on Ho Ho Khan. Tianchi Monster, not sure where he will be. They've got him leading in that speed map, but he has come from the back as well, so not sure where he'll be. But Matthew Chadwick aboard, whatever's happening at the tongue tie, no, not the tongue tie, sorry, he's same gear as last time, which is none, and he's going nicely enough. And the last one I thought I'd show was Amazing Agility. Comes in with a very lightweight, this horse, Amazing Agility. And his work suggests he's going pretty well, so if he can take advantage of that lightweight.
All right, let's start off with some winning form. This is Ho Ho Khan, beating Famous Warrior, Ho Ho Feel and Zilong. They've all got a healthy turnaround at the weights. Famous Warrior, 8 pounds.
They do. Ho Ho Khan does have to carry more weight, but I get the feeling this is a really nice colt. He is a little bit lazy. You can see here, rider getting really hard to work, and the horse does respond. And when he feels the taste of the persuader, he puts his ears back and really chases hard. So he's going to take another vigorous ride from Vincent Ho, but I think Vincent's well aware of that. It was a strong win. I think if he puts his mind to the job, he's a really nice horse going forward.
Yeah, he's of those ones, he's the one I've got in there because I think he can overcome that difference in weight.
Yeah. All right, well, what about Bigwood? Big run from him last time out behind Rule V. Let's see how he is with trainer Casper Fans.
Casper, Bigwood, we spoke to you about him leading into his last run at Happy Valley. What were your thoughts on that performance?
Yeah, it was a great run. It's obviously unlucky, should have won that race. Just got that interference coming into the straight. But he's in great form, and back to the big track here, stepping up to 1,800 at Sha Tin for the first time. Should be suitable.
Does this track suit him better?
I think he handles both surfaces, both courses, so it's not a problem. Looks to be a little bit of rain in the air for the next couple of days, so that'll play into his hands as well.
Drawn 2, Zach rides. What will the instructions be?
I'll just leave it to Zach. He knows what he's doing. He'll just be in a comfortable spot, and he'll bring him out when he's ready to get the job done.
There you go, that's Bigwood, who's acclimatised very quickly to the Hong Kong racing scene. One more to have a look at before we make the selections. Amazing Satchmo we'll take a check on. So this is winning over the mile. He tries the 1,800 metres for the first time.
Yeah, it's a day, Andrew, where there's a lot of winning form to sift through in most of the races and try and sort out which is the strongest form line. I think the key to Amazing Satchmo actually was probably having those 2 runs at the Valley, where he was competitive behind Red Warrior on both occasions, and then went back to the more spacious track off the back of a beautiful ride from Silvestre de Souza and got the cash. Now, he's going to need another good ride from barrier number 12, and I think this is a stronger race than that one he won. I haven't got him in the tips, but he is a horse that still looks to have progress.
Yeah, he's going quite well, isn't he? It wasn't a bad run at all from him. So.
Yeah. David Ferraris has had a really good start to the season, and a lot of his horses just continue to get better and
better. He got the self to win the other day too.
He did. That's a very good effort.
Very open market here. We've got 3 almost co-favourites, Bigwood, Ho Ho Khan and Happy Dragon.
Yeah, and I'm going not with any of those. I'm going to go with Namjong Plus on top, actually. I really like this horse. He has won at Sha Tin before, as well as Happy Valley, but I think he's like Bigwood. I think he's better suited at Sha Tin. So I've got him on top of to beat Bigwood. I think he's the hardest to beat. He's maintained well. He's only dropped 3 pounds from his last start coming into this as well. Ho Ho Khan looks like a really nice horse up and coming. And Tianchi Monster, the other one, I think he's quite progressive. Some of his runs have been pretty good recently, Tianchi Monster. 5, 1, 2 and 7. Happy with $10 about Namjong Plus, though. Happy to go each way on him.
I had him on top, Paul, and then I did a switcheroo, and that can often be a mistake. I ended up going with Ho Ho Calm. We saw that replay. This horse has got a lot of ability. Extracting it out of him could potentially be the hardest scenario. We saw Vincent Ho have to really get to work, but when he did put his ears back and fully commit the horse, he was very impressive in the way he won. Namjong Plus has still got rating points in hand, definitely. So does Bigwood. And Famous Warrior, there's no pace. He's an enigma. He's hard to catch. Got to take him with a pinch of salt. But if he steps and finds the front and gets into rhythm, he can run a big race. Give them a bit of a scare, I think. 2, 5, 1, 4.
Good race, this one, the third. But Bigwood on top for me. 1 and 2 is my cue. That's race number 3, first leg of the first double trio.